न गुरुर्देकं तत्त्वं न गुरुर्देकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै Shri Guruve Namah. My heartiest salutation and gratitude to our respected Principal Sir Shri Gopal Bhattacharya, Founder and Director of Krishnamurti Institute of Astrology, and I welcome one and all present here in the 20th International Vedic and Astrology Conference. I am here before you to speak about Rahu and Ketu, whose name itself creates a sensation of fear among many of us. I would like to start my topic with a short mythological story. This story relates to churning of ocean between deities and demons for Amrita. To churn the ocean, Mount Mandara was used as a rod, serpent Vasuki as a rope, and Lord Vishnu incarnated as tortoise to hold up the mountain on his back. Several things emerged during churning of ocean. Finally, when god of medicine, Lord Dhanvantari, appeared with pot of Amrita, demons forcefully snatched it and refused to give it to deities. Seeing this, Lord Vishnu incarnated as Mohini, the enchantress, the most beautiful female form in the universe, and offered her services in distributing Amrita equally between them. She made them to sit in two different equal rows and started distributing Amrita trickily to deities only. One of the demons, named Svarbhanu, realized that something is going wrong. He disguised himself as deity and sat between sun and moon. But before he could drink Amrita, sun and moon identified him and immediately informed Mohini. Lord Vishnu then quickly came into his real form and threw Sudarshana Chakra that cut off Svarbhanu's neck, separating his head from the body. But he didn't die, because by then his body had absorbed the Amrita. Lord Brahma then made Svarbhanu's head and body join to the snake. Thus, the head joined to the snake's body came to be known as Rahu, and the body joined to the snake's head came to be known as Ketu. Till today, they hold grudge against sun and moon and cause solar and lunar eclipse. So this was the mythological story behind Rahu and Ketu. In astronomy, they have no physical identity. They are the two lunar nodes where the celestial orbit of sun and moon intersects. This is the point which is very energetic. Rahu is the north or ascending node and Ketu is the south or descending node. They are always 180 degrees apart from each other. Whenever sun or moon passes through one of these nodes, an eclipse occurs. Solar eclipse occurs at ascending node and lunar eclipse occurs at descending node. And it affects our soul and mind, as sun represents our soul and moon represents our mind. In astrology, they have no physical. In astrology, they are considered as two shadow planets, but no zodiac sign is allotted to them. They stays for 1.5 years in a house or a Rashi. Rahu's Mahadasha is for 18 years and Ketu's Mahadasha is for 7 years. Both are powerful and malefic planets. Rahu is significator of rebirth and is good for mundane life, whereas Ketu is significator of moksha and is good for spiritual life. A benefic Rahu and Ketu gives a native name, fame, success, luxury, victory over enemies, and high gains in a very short time without much effort. Apart from that, a benefic Rahu helps a native to achieve high administrative position, ability to do things differently, high diplomatic skills, and a great opportunity to rise in politics. Whereas a benefic Ketu helps a native to achieve success in spirituality. It gives them psychic abilities and makes them master of healing arts like psychic healing, healing persons affected with evil spirits and ghosts, etc. It also gives mastery over occult and mysterious knowledge. A malefic Rahu and Ketu makes the native treacherous, confused, unnecessarily depressed and fearful. It also gives criminal tendencies, worries, suicidal tendencies and mental disorders. Under malefic Rahu and Ketu, a person gets devoid of good deeds and dharma and is impacted by legal action against them. Now I would like to describe the effect of Rahu and Ketu with the help of Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam's natal chart. But first I would like to tell a few things about him. APJ Abdul Kalam, full name Abul Paki Jainuddin Abdul Kalam, was the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. He is also known as Missile Man of the India for his contribution towards the development of missile technology. He was also a scientist and science administrator at Defense Research and Development Organization and Indian Space Research Organization. He returned to his civilian life of writing, education and public service after a single term as president. Before proceeding to his chart, I would like to explain how Rahu and Ketu affect our natal chart. As we know, Rahu and Ketu are shadow planets. They are unable to enact their effect on their own. They take on the characteristics of their depositor as they have no substance themselves. The depositor carries forward the influence of Rahu and Ketu. Their results are based on planetary influence and are modified according to their placement in the natal chart. They give the result of the planet with which they are associated and aspected. If there is no association or aspect of any planet on the shadowy planet, then they give the result of the planet owing the house in which they are placed. In case of more than one influence, they give the result of the planet having the strongest influence on them. Now let's see how the aspect and association of planets on Rahu and Ketu works on Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam's natal chart. Here in his chart we can see that Ketu is placed in the third house of Virgo with Sun and Mercury. Third house is for brave endeavors and communication. Ketu indicates dangerous weapons and explosions. Sun represents help from government and Mercury is for intellect. The combination of these three planets in the third house made him out-of-box thinker in the developing and designing missile technology. Rahu indicates big machines and advanced technology. Jupiter is for higher education. The mutual aspect between Rahu and Jupiter gave him ability towards scientific inventions. The shadowy planets turn out to be Raja Yoga Karaka when they are placed in the Kendra house, that is 1, 4, 7 and 10, and are being conjoined or aspected by Lord of Trine house, that is 1, 5 and 9. Or when they are placed in Trine house and are being conjoined or aspected by Lord of Kendra house. Now let's see whether any Raj Yoga is formed by Rahu and Ketu in Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam's chart or not. Here we can see that Ketu is placed in a third house, which is neither a trine house nor an angular house. But Rahu is placed in a ninth house, which is a trine house. Now for Raj Yoga, it needs aspect from the Lord of Kendra house. Here in his chart we can see that Rahu is getting aspect from Jupiter and Mercury and Sun, but none of them are Lord of Kendra house. So in his chart no Raj Yoga is formed due to Rahu and Ketu. Whenever Rahu and Ketu are conjoined with natural benefit, planet of dignity, and if the planet of dignity is a natural benefit planet, then it boosts up the quality of such planet by 1,000 times. But if the planet of dignity is in an evil house, then it will boost up its quality as a bad planet. In his chart, we can see that Ketu is placed with planet of dignity Mercury. Mercury is here planet of dignity because it is placed in its own house. And it is placed in third house. Third house is not an evil house. So Ketu is here boosting up the good qualities of Mercury by 1,000 times. Mercury represents intellect. And yes, Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam had a very good intellect, that's why he was a scientist. One's health, wealth and long life increases when Rahu and Ketu get placed in Marka house and are conjoined or aspected by trine house. Or when the shadowy planet is placed in dual house and are conjoined or aspected by the Lord of trine or angular house. Here in his chart we can see that Rahu is placed in a dual house, that is Pisces. All the signs written in red here are dual houses. And in ninth house Rahu is getting fifth aspect of Jupiter. Jupiter is Lord of a trine house. So here they are increasing his health, wealth and lifespan. Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam had sufficient wealth for his livelihood, very good health, and he died at the age of 83. Now I would like to tell you what they do when they are placed in a Marca house, but before that I would like to tell you what is Marca planet. Marca planet are the planets which cause death at the end of a particular lifespan. Marca houses are 2nd and 7, and Lord of 2nd and 7 are known as Marca planet. When a shadow planet is placed in trine house and are conjoined or aspected by Marca planet, they give good results but also inflict death to the native running the death period. Or when they are placed in a Marca house and are conjoined or aspected by a Marca planet, they inflict death to the native running the death period during their sub or sub period. Here we can see that Rahu is placed in a trine house, that is 9th house, and Marca house lord, 2nd house lord, is Sun, who is placed in 3rd house and is giving his 7th aspect to Rahu, which caused his death during Rahu's Antardasha and Ketu's Mahadasha, that is on 27 July 2015. So this was how Rahu and Ketu shaped health, wealth and career of Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Now what a person should do if he or she has a weak Rahu and Ketu. So for a weak Rahu, a native can wear Hassanite garnet in silver pendant or ring in the middle finger. And for weak Ketu, a native can wear cat's eye in the silver pendant or ring in the ring finger. Now I would like to end my topic with the mantra of peace. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Paschyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om, which means, Om, may all become happy, may all be free from illness, may all seek what is auspicious, may no one suffer. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and that is marks please. 9, 9 and a half, 9 and a half, 9, 8 and a half, and 8. Can you please read it once again? Can you please show it to us? 9, 9 and a half, 9 and a half, 8 and a half, and 8. Thank you so much. Thank you for judging the competition. You may now take your seats. Thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause for all the lovely judges here? Thank you.